What's up guys, here for another review video, and today we've got a doctor video. Let's go.
Scrolling, you need to stop eating these 5 things immediately today. This is important.
This is important. You have to stop scrolling and stop eating these 5 things.
So stay tuned.
You know what? Before this video starts, we gotta even the playing field here. He's got scrubs on. 1 second. Alright, where were we?
That's true. Sodas. Now many of you think, well, okay, I drink my sodas with no sugar. Doesn't make a difference. Even sugar-free sodas contain phosphoric acid.
Let's be clear here, it does make a very lasting impact on a lot of people's lives. We have seen a significant decrease in the risk of all-cause mortality when we have switched out sugar-free soda for non-sugar-free soda or traditional sodas.
And phosphoric acid is terrible for your teeth and for your bones.
He mentioned that it's terrible for your teeth. I'll let the dentist tell you about that. He's a plastic surgeon.
It leaches calcium out of your bones, increases the risk of osteoporosis. Ladies, this counts for you, and is generally terrible for your health. Sodas are bad. Switch to iced teas and other things like that.
Sodas are bad. Switch to iced teas and things like that. Iced teas are sweetened, are they not? Moving on.
Second thing, sugar. Cut back on sugar. It's in.
Alert the press! We have another Google MD. Second thing, sugar. Oh Lord, is he just gonna take everything from Google or what?
Everything we eat these days, but you gotta be mindful of it. Sugar is one of the most pro-inflammatory foods out there.
Sugar is one of the most pro-inflammatory foods out there. No, it's not.
You cut down your sugar, you will significantly delay the onset of metabolic syndrome, diabetes, and many other health concerns.
If you cut down your sugar, you will significantly reduce your risk of metabolic syndrome, diabetes, all of these things that he listed out. Yeah, if sugar is the leading cause for you to increase your total caloric intake, all of these diseases that he mentioned are chronic illnesses that are impacted by total caloric consumption. If it is higher for a prolonged period of time, you are going to be at risk of all these things, especially if you're eating ultra-processed foods for a prolonged period of time and in extreme quantities, then yes, you might need to reduce those in order to see improvements. You could grab things like sugar-free sodas, and all of these things to be used in order to help reduce the risk of all-cause mortality and chronic illnesses.
Number 3, processed meats. That is correct, you guys. Those salamis, hot dogs, bacon, they've actually been linked to cancer.
They've been linked to cancer, yes, a correlation. Yeah, well, we'll hear him out.
The risk of cancer, including colon cancer, skyrockets.
Okay, I would err on the side of caution here. I wouldn't say that it skyrockets. You can see here, there's a slight increase in your risk of cancers when consuming these meats. You hop in an airplane to travel, there's a risk of an airplane crash. You're not just not getting on an airplane and never traveling because there's a risk of an airplane crashing, right? Do it in moderation. Of course, don't let this be your main protein source, but it's definitely not skyrocketing your risk of cancers such as colorectal cancer.
With more servings of processed meats per day, per week, per month. Cut them out. Not good for you guys. Really important. This is a key. Next one, palm oil. What's palm oil? Palm oil is one of the most unhealthy saturated oils that's out there. Your body is
That is such a nebulous term statement because it literally means nothing. Like when you ask someone what is healthy and unhealthy, like you cannot define it because it is not bound by physical, mental, spiritual. There's so many aspects of health. You cannot define what a healthy or an unhealthy food is because they don't exist. So to say that something is the most unhealthy, it means it is the most what? Nothing? Anyway, moving on. It just doesn't make any sense. It is definitely high in saturated fats. We have seen that diets high in saturated fats have a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. That is true. We're still looking at total calories and everything in moderation is absolutely fine. Palm oil is in Nutella. I eat Nutella fairly often. Nutella has palm oil. My recent blood results, quite good. I'm a type 1 diabetic, but they're quite good. The poison is in the dose. You can consume small quantities or balanced amount, moderated amount, and you will be A-okay.
very hard time processing it, unlike unsaturated fats, which can actually be healthy.
Your body has a very hard time processing it, unlike unsaturated fats, which can be healthy.
Saturated fats and oils are deadly and your body can't metabolize them.
Saturated fats are deadly. Okay, that's just not true. That's just not true. I don't even need to. Like, he's not provided any citations for anything. I'm not even going to bother.
5th, you may know this if you already see my videos, dairy. That is correct. Dairy is chock full of fats and hormones designed to take a baby cow into a big cow. You're not a cow.
You mean that it's designed to take a baby cow and grow it, nourish it into a large cow? It facilitates growth, but it doesn't work for us, eh? Okay.
Has a lot of health risks, increases the risk of a lot of cardiovascular diseases.
All right, increases, terrible for you, increases the risk of a lot of cardiovascular disease. I'm gonna stop them there. We have this evidence right here. We know based on this that with every 200 milliliters of milk consumed, it significantly reduced the risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, colorectal cancer, metabolic syndrome, osteoporosis, which he mentioned earlier in the video. It also saw a dramatic reduction in obesity, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, sarcopenia. So really, dairy is actually quite healthy for you, and you should definitely continue to consume it. Unless you're a vegan, for health reasons, you should definitely continue consumption. That was an interesting one. There was definitely a lot of take-home messages here. Nutrition is very context dependent. You can never say don't consume XYZ food because that one food is just a piece of the puzzle. It's just one piece in the corner of the entire puzzle of your entire diet, your lifestyle, all these other environmental factors that affect your overall health. So when you're making decisions, remember there is no such thing as a healthy or an unhealthy food. And when you're making decisions around your diet and your lifestyle, take a step back and look at the entire picture before you make a decision on whether something is good or bad for you. For more videos like this and more information, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Evidence Nutrition, and I will see you guys tomorrow.